Park.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson. Tonight we're going to start with an obvious observation. Joe Rogan is big. Disadvantaged, is not the sharpest knife in the drawer, right? Even by the standards of New Jersey. Yeah, the party of rich ladies telling you that ladies are oppressed. I love it. I can't believe you read the bill. Boy, you are new to this. You're probably the only one who did. Marjorie Taylor Greene, thanks for coming.
That was the worst thing he could possibly say is, Marjorie Taylor Greene, thanks for coming on the show. It's like,
hey, everybody, welcome back to Nothing Yet Live. I am the Jay Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
And she asked me if I had a Cucker cut. I said,
yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. He's got all the cuck up in here. Yeah. So
Shut up, Pooch Stooge.
Did he actually say that, or did you clip that?
Nope, he absolutely said that.
Who was he saying it to?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Here on KROT, out of context is what we do.
He probably,
I will take everything you say out of context.
I know, and then mash it together with something else and make it sound like, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Shut up, racist.
Cut, man. Chill out, bro. So apparently he talks about his vaccination status.
Finally, it's been like a year and a half. People have been asking him, and he's just been dodging and dodging and dodging.
The Fox News host, who has long refused to disclose his status, boasted to a megachurch that he is.
It's just drum roll.
He's vaccinated.
Except that's not what he said.
Oh, well, but I mean, who cares what he said? He's a liar. He's a noted liar.
He's a noted liar. So he is
definitely vaccinated.
Yes. So we already knew that. This is courtesy of the Huffington Post. I skipped the first three. I'm not getting that one either, Carlson said, of additional booster shots while speaking at San Diego's Awaken, is not to be confused with Woke Church earlier this month, according to audio obtained by the Daily Beast and first reported by Voice of San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay. So shocked face ahead, and not news. The cuck is lying.
Say this in your cuck voice.
I've had like 1 million of them, he said of vaccines. Holy shit, how long have you been alive? 1 million? I haven't done things I like doing 1 million times.
I know, she's been around for a while.
Yeah, like 400 years, bathing in the blood of virgins. Yes. Thank you very much. And I have not had 1 million vaccines.
Jimmy Kimmel is a total jerk.
That was Matt Gaetz, by the way. But as for COVID-19 shots, I look at these people like this just does not make sense at all. And I have no idea what's up here. But whatever you're telling me, it's just not true.
These people.
Jesus, do you need a vinaigrette for that word salad you just spewed out there? And 1 million, I've had like 1 million of them.
I love your Cucker Tarlson.
Does he like get off on sticking needles in himself?
Well, I mean, the consummate liar that he is.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of an exaggeration. Everything the cuck says, he's already added like 6 zeros to it.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Yeah.
So just take every number he gives you and add 6 zeros, or take every number he gives you and remove 6 zeros.
He's just telling you a story that somebody told him to tell you. He's just the narrator. Like, he doesn't.
Including about his own life. It's like, this is what you're going to say, cuck. This is what we're paying you the big bucks to say. So you say whatever you want. Yes, your soul vacated a long time ago, if it was ever there. So we know you can do this for us, cuck. And Carlson, a prominent anti-vaccine voice at Fox News and self-professed liar, has repeatedly dodged calls to disclose his vaccination status, saying such inquiries are as invasive as asking if someone has HIV
Hey, Cuck, do you got HIV?
or questioning what sexual positions they use.
Hey, Cuck, what kind of sexual positions do you use?
Yeah, what do they use at those orgies? What kind of
Yeah.
positions happen? I mean, Madison Cawthorn says you guys have orgies. So let's talk about that, Cuck. Hey, you said you've had 1 million vaccines. I'm sure you've had an STD or two.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's talk about the positions.
Oh, God. All right.
All right. So,
you're ready to jump into this one?
yeah. Okay. So, no, let's do this one first. Okay. So the, shall we say, talking heads at Fox News and their political, what do you call them, boosters, are using a word. They're kind of taking the meaning out of the word because it doesn't really apply to what they're using it for, and that's an understatement. They're saying that, for instance, the Florida teachers who are gagged from making any comments about homosexuality or gender identity and those specific things. I mean, you can't even, there are teachers who have same-sex partners and they don't even feel like they can disclose the gender of their partner because that might be considered saying gay. So the right wing of our illustrious government and Fox News say that educating children is grooming them. And grooming is something, obviously, that sexual predators do to warm up their prey.
So this comes from Mike Figueroa, but also the Midas group.
Yeah, so Mike Figueroa made this video. He's
well,
from
no, he didn't make this video.
No, he didn't
this
make.
This is him.
He's presenting this video from
the Midas group.
The Midas group, and he does it. And
he does it.
Mike
justice.
Figueroa does a show called The Humanist Report, and this is from him.
Child marriages. It's almost as if the GOP doesn't actually care about grooming, and they're choosing to turn a blind eye as their own party embraces pedophiles and predators time and time again. Now, Midas Touch put together a compilation that shows just how big of an issue pedophilia is in the GOP. And we're not talking about grooming, like we're talking explicitly about a pedophile problem that the GOP has.
The stunning political scandal that is rocking Capitol Hill. Republican Congressman Mark Foley abruptly resigned Friday after questionable emails he sent to a teenage boy.
Dennis Hastert convicted of a financial crime, part of a scheme to mask something more egregious, his molestation of children.
Hush money used to pay a man who says Hastert sexually abused him when he was 14 years old.
There are now 5 former Ohio State wrestlers accusing Republican Congressman Jim Jordan of knowing about a team doctor's alleged sexual misconduct.
43 men who say they were sexually assaulted, abused, molested, or harassed by Dr. Richard Strauss.
George Nader. His criminal history included multiple convictions for
damn.
child pornography and child molestation.
This morning, a judge sentenced Ralph Shorty to 15 years in prison. Police caught Shorty in a hotel room with a then 17-year-old boy.
Roy, more defiant as more accusers step forward, alleging sexual misconduct.
This is the shopping mall where some say it was common knowledge and not a big secret that Roy Moore would flirt with teenage girls when he was in his 30s.
One accuser says that Moore.
Oh, look at that little troll.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of abuse of children there.
Initiated a sexual encounter back in 1979 when she was just 14 years old.
The new charges against Joel Greenberg.
Sex trafficking of a minor and stalking.
Matt Gaetz.
That's your boy right there.
Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz allegedly having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl.
Investigators examining whether he, quote,
Oh, he looks so guilty. Can we just say he's guilty? Let's just
Well,
say it.
his sister-in-law certainly thinks he's a creep and a pervert. So I would trust somebody who knows him. And his wife is very young. I mean, she's like
25.
something like that. Yeah. And he's 40. something like that. I mean,
No, I think he's like 35.
no, he's not that young. No, yeah, 30, 39. He's
Damn sicko.
okay. So
Fucking this guy.
this is
dude,
externalizing an internal problem. That's what it is. This accusing teachers of grooming children. It's because they themselves know that there is a lot of grooming going on
There's
under
this
their
guy-
own noses.
There's this guy.
Ask Jim Jordan about that.
Yeah, and Mammoth. Mammoth is like, remember I was showing you that where it was like, just, oh, this is where you want to learn about sex from these two old dudes.
Right. Yeah.
Or
violated federal sex trafficking
Violated.
laws.
Ghislaine Maxwell is accused of helping Epstein sexually abuse underage girls.
I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess I lived in Palm Beach.
And of course,
But I
he's
wish
like,
her well.
it's like, what? I don't know Jeffrey Epstein. What? I don't know. I don't know Jeffrey Epstein. New phone. Who dis? I don't know who that guy is. I never met him. How many times is he photographed with somebody and he says, I never met the guy?
Yeah.
Would you trust them with your kids?
No.
Fuck no. I wouldn't trust them with my adult child, though they'd probably get their ass kicked if they tried anything.
All
That
right.
kid wears some heavy boots.
You want to peel off this? Look, Piers Morgan loses his mind apparently because Disney is caving to the woke mob.
Which is just a total buzzword.
Look at this wannabe Chandler.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry, not Chandler.
yeah. You're talking David Schwimmer,
I don't even remember him either.
Ross
Yeah.
from Friends. Yeah.
Company going woke, Disney caving to the liberal mob and pledging to help repeal the new parental rights bill that just signed into law by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, which Democrats and the media have completely lied about and called bigoted. The bill bans instruction of sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through third grade. DeSantis firing back at Disney while calling out some of the obvious double standards.
For a company like Disney to say that this bill should have never passed, first of all, Tucker, they weren't saying anything when this was going through the House. They only started doing this because the woke mob came after them. But put that aside, for them to say that them as a California-based company are going to work to take those California values and overturn a law that was duly enacted and, as you said, supported by a strong majority of Floridians, they don't run this state. If we had done a bill that prohibited talking about the abuse of Uyghurs in China, Disney would have supported that legislation.
And a new controversy for Disney as we get leaked videos of top executives at the company discussing a plan to go woke at its theme parks. Listen.
Last summer, we removed all of the gender greetings in relationship to our life skills. So now they know it's hello everyone or hello friends. When we brought the fireworks back to the Magic Kingdom, we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We say dreamers of all ages.
So we got gender neutral Disney at Greg.
By the way, sorry, but you can't even say ladies and gentlemen anymore.
Oh, having an aneurysm. Piers Morgan.
Would you like to go ahead? I was going to ask Greg.
It's just like, it's so nuts.
Here's with your, very, very rude
My apologies.
habits. Supposed to be classy.
I think I just had a
It was
stroke.
a British outburst of
My
rage.
goodness,
but
my heart.
honestly, it's so pathetic,
A
isn't
British
it?
outburst
You
of
can't go to a
rage.
theme park and you can't hear the. Honestly, it's so pathetic, isn't it? You can't go to a theme park and you can't hear the words "ladies and gentlemen," "boys and girls."
Dude, just
I mean,
because
what's going on? Greg, I interrupted you.
What is going on?
I'll tell you what's going on.
What is going on?
Let me.
Dude, it's just what's going on is you're feeling uncomfortable because things are changing.
It makes you feel icky.
It makes yeah, it's like, dude, in 25, 30 years, there's going to be different words used for different things.
And here's the thing,
and people are going to be different and you're going to be dead.
Yep. So it's not going to affect you. So shut the fuck up. You're irrelevant.
They're the next generation. That's what they do is what they do.
Yeah, and
we already seen how you done fucked everything up. So yeah, let's see what the next generation has to do. And you, Piers Morgan, can shut the
now this is what I don't
up,
understand
man.
is how is including homosexuality and gender identity, how is that grooming? You know how it's grooming? Their minds go straight to genitals. That's just what it is. They go straight to kids' genitals. That's their minds just.
Piers Morgan, shut the fuck up.
Let me tell you my best posh accent. Do you mind if I just expand on what my
Yeah,
I think
kind
is
of
nuts? Is what you've got, and I discussed this with you last night on your show. You've got this small group of very vocal, very woke people, very active online, and they bully companies following their narrow worldview.
You know what they do? They vote with their dollars. Once again, this is a system that you dry hump like mad when it's working for you. When it doesn't work for you, you say they're being bullied by transgender people because they're in charge now. You know, trans people run everything, even though they're what, like 0.1% of the population.
Dude, you guys are so out of touch. You're so out of touch. Like, that's it, man. You're old. It's okay. Look, I looked at my dad one day when he was like 70, and I was like, bro, what is it like to be irrelevant? You're 70.
Well, I disagree.
Like, you're not buying a ton of shit. You're not.
I disagree that there's somebody out there who wants to sell him something.
But he's not buying.
No, he's not. But that doesn't stop them from trying to sell him stuff.
Right.
They're going to sell him assisted living. They're going to say, come live at our glorious assisted living. You know, and he's like, can I have my weed garden?
Yeah, right. Caving to the.
And I admire the companies like Netflix in the Dave Chappelle uproar. I admired Spotify when they stood by Joe Rogan. That is the way to deal with them.
Now,
wait.
I wanted to talk about this too. Now this is from March 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were you telling me about how Joe Rogan is sort of ditching Spotify?
He's talking about it, I think. I don't think he's done it, but he's.
Oh, Piers, you couldn't have been more wrong. Right? Oh. Dude.
Well, and you're talking about Joe Rogan, Piers Morgan, and he dropped a bunch of N-bombs. What do you think of that?
Probably doesn't care.
Yeah.
Because the mob very quickly gets bored and moves on. And guess what? Dave Chappelle's still on Netflix. Joe Rogan is still on Spotify. That's the right way to respond. Disney began this with their new CEO saying, we're not going to be political. Great.
Stop
Because
it
by
for
the
a
way, if you
second.
are going to be political.
You know, you're contradicting yourself here because.
Oh, wait till the example he brings up is.
You're giving, you're saying that these companies have power. And then when Disney exerts their power,
wait till you see.
You don't fucking like it.
Hey, you guys, look, we're running long. Look, wait till you see what he compares Disney, what Disney is doing. Wait till you see what he compares it to.
As DeSantis rightly pointed out, then let's hear what you've got to say about the genocide of the Uyghur Muslims in China,
right?
Which will.
Who
compared.
Was the other person?
He compared.
No, somebody brought this up before.
He's saying Disney. Yeah,
somebody did. I think it was Tucker. I think it was Cuck.
What about the Uyghurs?
Yeah,
in China, it's like, what does that have to do with what we're doing here in the United States?
Yeah, exactly. What does that have to do with what Florida is?
This is one of their talking points. This douchebag. Damn. The 5, right?
5 douches.
5 douchebags.
never hear from Disney because they make too much money from the Chinese box office market. So if you're going to be political, be consistent morally and in terms of your apparent outrage.
Wow. We should apply that. Let's apply it to everything that the Republicans.
I'm frankly morally outraged at what Florida is doing. That's where my moral outrage
Yeah, I know.
is.
Yeah.
40% of transgender kids attempt suicide.
Who cares?
I'm just going to let that sit there. Okay, so 40% of transgender kids attempt suicide. I don't have the statistic on how many succeed. When transgender kids are raised in a supportive environment, you know how many of them attempt suicide?
100%.
Close.
No.
3%.
Somewhere between 0 and 100%.
I kind of memorized all these statistics because it hit home for me.
How's bragging camp going?
Yeah, it's nice that we're all around for me to brag about this now, because it's not bragging. It's just, these are facts. And I used to belong to an online support group where for parents, every frickin' day there was a story. My child committed suicide. My nephew committed suicide. And I couldn't even look at it anymore. It was so fucking heartbreaking.
If y'all haven't noticed, this is a subject that hits close to Miss Parker's, what she calls a heart. And like she's passionate about it. I guess that's a word.
Yeah, it's a word. Congratulations, you got a word. Yay.
Why is this even an issue? Anyway, hey.
You know, back after the second segment, I thought I was all out, but this douchebag comes on the screen and I just cannot. I just cannot. I want to get to Florida, man. I need to get to Florida, man.
We got 3 Florida men.
Yeah, one of them's kind of a quickie, but the other 2 are... it's delicious, but it's kind of a quickie. Okay, so on that note...
All right, Sam wants slingshots. David Crack Rowan makes our slingshots.
Great for killing zombies, if you're into that sort of thing.
Shooting.
I prefer to kill them.
Shoot a Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Don't aim at
Jesus
me.
Christ, I don't want to break the screen, and I would too. I would totally unload on that.
That's what she said.
No, that's what he
That's what he
said.
said. Damn it. Screwed that up. Hey, you guys, we'll be back in a moment. I am the J. Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
And this
is Nothing Yet Live.